guys, happy Saturday to you, and thank you so much for clicking on this video and for choosing me to spend this time with. This is my channel, Once Upon a Nursery, and I'm flashing white apparently. What the heck? This is my channel, Once Upon a Nursery, and I am Tamra, head Fruit Loop, top dog, and your host as always. And today is my tag, Dolly Sunshine Saturday. And look who I have with me today. I have my sweet little girl, Winry Tally. And this little baby was gifted to me by Tanya Blakeney, and she also sent me my tripod and adapter so that I can continue to do videos. But she sent me this baby for her birthday. It was her birthday and she bought me a baby. Love you, Tanya. I think you're so sweet and you're so amazing. And here's this little one, little Winry. And I did change her off camera, so I will hold her up so you can see what she's wearing. She's got this white headband in her hair that does not fit, and the big old flower on there. And then she's got this little gray and white polka dot sleeper with pink trim, and there's a little pink butterfly right there. And I think this is, let me see what brand this is. It is a Simple Joys by Carter's. So it is a Carter's. All right, now let me show you what I'm going to be putting on her today, and then I have a tag that I'm going to be doing. And this tag is by Linda at Linda's Romper Room. It is a 15-question tag. So let me show you the stuff and then I'll get started. And this is Hopper. Obviously, it's Hopper. And he is named after Jim Hopper from Stranger Things.
Hopper, Hopper, Hopper. Hop, hop, hop. Hoppity, hop, hop. Hippity, hop, hop. Hop, hippity, hop.
All right, that was fun, wasn't it? All right, so I have this little Garanimals preemie onesie to put on her. I did get this from Goodwill, and it's white and it has pink and purple and blue and yellow stripes on it. So I'm going to put that on her with this little bow that I made, that it's purple, pink, blue, and white, pretty much the same colors. And then these little white socks that just have some lace up at the top. And then this headband that I made, I actually sewed it inside out, so I have to use it inside out. That is okay. And then I have this little dress. This little dress is from 1976. This is not my dress. This dress actually belonged to a girl I grew up with. Hey, look, there's one of my hairs. But I don't know, she gave it to me for some reason. But it's a little preemie dress, and I have no idea where it came from. It still has her initials in the tag, SW. But, so yeah, it's got that little flowers embroidered there across the white, and then there's a little umbrella or a little parasol, and the parasol is a pocket, and it's just this little tiny dress with the Peter Pan collar, and it just buttons at the front, and there's nothing on the back. All right, so thank you to Linda's Romper Room for these 15 tag questions. Let's get started. Number 1, night owl or morning person? Both. I stay up really, really late at night, and I also get up really early in the morning, usually about 6:30. Number 2, sleep alone or I sleep alone. Sandals or tennis shoes? Tennis shoes, please. I twist my ankle much too much to wear sandals. So I do have some Nike slides that I like to wear, but I don't really consider Nike slides sandals. I do wear my Nike slides around outside, but if I'm going somewhere, I definitely want to have tennis shoes on. So definitely tennis shoes on that. Number 4, socks or bare feet? Please give me some socks. Socks, please. I'm definitely a sock kind of girl. I wear socks all year round. Now, in the summertime, like right now, when it's 109 degrees outside, no, I'm not wearing socks. But toward the evening time, when it starts to cool off, yes, I'm wearing socks. So yes, socks, please. Socks, socks, socks. Number 5 is beach or mountains. I prefer the mountains. I do like the water, but I'm scared. I have a fear of water. I basically have a fear of suffocation, so drowning or smothering or anything like that, you know. So I would prefer to walk through the woods and see all those things, you know, wear some boots and stuff like that, definitely. Casseroles or entrees, I definitely prefer an entree, definitely. And also, if that entree is a roast with potatoes and carrots, then you will definitely win me over, as I stated yesterday in my tag. So the next question is mountains or prairies, and it's definitely going to be mountains again. Because where I live, there's a lot of prairie, and I would prefer to have something, if I'm going to go do something, I'd prefer it to be something different than what is in my area. So definitely mountains on that. Number 8, historical city or small town or modern cities. I would prefer to live in a very small town. I live in a small town now. It's where I grew up. When I lived in California, I also lived in a small town called Simi Valley. That's where I was born. It was in Simi Valley, California, in Ventura County. So I definitely prefer a small town. Not too small, but small enough, you know. TV shows and series or movies. This is a little redundant. Okay, TV shows is okay. So TV series or movies. So right now, the way that I prefer things, I definitely prefer TV shows. Movies, to me, in my opinion, are better when they're shared. What is going on with your arm? I'm like, what is happening? Okay, so yeah, movies to me are better when they're shared. Anything's better when it's shared. But I have a little bit of a hard time watching movies alone, so I generally just prefer to have TV shows going. So TV shows, TV series. Number 10, popcorn or candy. Candy, please. Definitely candy. Candy, candy, candy. I'm a candy freak. I was just eating some candy just not too long ago, just a few minutes ago. I was eating some candy. Some sweet tart ropes. Strawberry sweet tart ropes. They're so good. Airplanes or cars? Well, I mean, it's pretty fun to ride an airplane, you know, but I guess I prefer cars. I'm gonna put her socks on her now. Where we at? Number 12, soda or iced tea? Soda, please, because iced tea gives me heartburn, and I don't just prefer any soda. I prefer Dr. Pepper. It has to be a Dr. Pepper or a Mr. Pibb or a root beer. But definitely not Coke or Pepsi. I would even take an RC, but not Coke or Pepsi. Well, Coke is okay, but Pepsi I cannot do. I drank Pepsi as a kid, like my whole life. I drank Pepsi, and now I just can't stand it. I drank a Pepsi just not too long ago because it was in my refrigerator, and it was like, bleh, bleh. Every time I took a drink, bleh, gross, bleh. But I really needed that caffeine at that moment, so. And then, where we at? Oh, I zoomed that in. Sailboat or speedboat? I have no idea. I have never been in either one. I've been in like a boat, like a regular little boat, but I've never been in a speedboat, and I've never been in a sailboat, so I have no idea on that. Live out west or down south? England. I prefer England. So not West or South. I prefer England. And then the last question is, watch movies at home or in the theater? So if I were to watch a movie, I would definitely be watching it at home. I do enjoy some movies in the theater, but I don't have the option to be able to do that. So my only option is to watch at home. So I would prefer to watch at home. Besides, it would be really kind of difficult and kind of awkward going to the movies alone, just for my personal opinion. I wouldn't want to. I've gone to the movies alone one time, and I couldn't enjoy the movie because I was so self-conscious that I was by myself. I had no one to share a laugh with or anything. You know, I look to my right, there's a stranger. I look to my left, there's a stranger, and I'm just like, this is awkward. So I did not enjoy the movie at all. So, all right. So that is the 15 tag questions from Linda at Linda's Romper Room. And again, I wanted to say thank you to Linda for coming up with these tag questions. And I will make sure that I tag her. And I will tag her. I'm like, yes. And also, I have discovered I've been newly informed after asking around for years and researching and trying to find the person that is attached to the Onesie Wednesday tag. I have now discovered through Linda at Linda's Romper Room that the tag actually belongs to her. So I have found the owner. Well, she found me. She told me. But she let me know that she is actually the owner of Onesie Wednesday. I never knew for years. Nobody knew. Everybody said no, had no idea. So it appeared to be a free tag, but my mistake. This tag is owned. Onesie Wednesday is owned by Linda's Romper Room. So I think that's awesome. I'm so glad that I now know who does that tag. Because I have been asked. I get asked all the time, and I'm like, I don't know. I can't find anyone attached to it. I can't find an owner. I can find the tag, no problem, but I can't find who's attached to it, you know? So that was the problem. But we got that sorted out. So, yes, thank you for Onesie Wednesday, Linda, and thank you for these 15 tag questions. So that is it for me today. So please consider hitting that like and subscribe if you haven't. Hit the notification bell if you would like to be notified every time I upload a video. Comments and sharing are always welcome. And I would love if you did my tags over on Instagram, and I will leave a link to my Instagram in my description. And once again, a thank you to Tanya Blakeney for sending me this sweet little baby. So, from me and Winry, we love you so much, and we'll see you tomorrow, guys. Bye. Oh, I didn't hold her up for you. Here, let me hold her up. Don't go yet. There's her headband. And there's her dress. There's the back of the dress. You can see the striped onesie. And then there's her little onesie underneath and her little socks. All right, guys. Bye.